Hi, my name is Sincere, and today I am recording both audio and video because I have a terrible habit of just not even connecting the two. Aside from what I do creatively, I just wanted to talk about life because these last few months have been really nice for me, and I feel like I need to document that. Starting with where I am right now, this is currently my dad's apartment. I'm in the process of, I'm in between jobs, or unemployed, better said. But this is a moment of reflection because there have been other instances in which I've been very much parallel to this situation, and I've done nothing. So it's nice that now there's a different sense of momentum. Before, in the other instances, I'd be living with my parents, much like now. Um, Quit the job, much like now, and there'd be no momentum following suit. And within the last week or so, because I did quit maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, there has been consistent momentum, even with social life, just being outside, taking a walk to the nearest beach, or seeing friends. My friends will text me, "Hey, come outside. We're at your front door," and yeah, I'll spend the whole day just enjoying it. Now, I think the greatest blessing about that is that I can do things and not have to like fear money. Like now I do because I did flatline. I did flatline like 3 days ago. I at least had a grace period in which I could just enjoy myself and then go, okay, this is the time to really put in the work because maybe that was needed. And I'm also looking for a new place to live. I'm 24. It'd be nice to live on my own or at least live, outside of my parents' house. I'm falling into the lap of no options. So I really need to buckle down and figure this out because for once I could actually have some sense of independence, which is a very huge opportunity, but it's also scary, but it's also a huge opportunity. So let's double down on it, seeing the light of it. Where I see myself mentally, physically, spiritually in the next 5 months, 4 months, sorry. I kind of forget that it's August as of tomorrow. Um, I see myself moving around constantly. I don't see myself just in this apartment, spending the next 4 months doing nothing, or spending the next 4 months, just working and then coming home, and just working and coming home. There are other avenues at the moment of, interests, hobbies, skills that I want to pick up. And I know I'm speaking really fast, so maybe I should slow it down. I just want to sound concise and not unscripted, even though this is unscripted. Let's do a little reflection on the last 8 months. So, I have not had a good start to this year, emotionally, mentally, psychologically. Not to throw a haymaker at you guys, but I did get a diagnosis, and yeah, it hasn't put a hindrance on my life, but for the better half of it, it's brought some understanding to a lot of what I've been dealing with socially as well. It's trickled its way into other aspects of my life, and I'm realizing just how much of it has brought an effect to the circumstance that led to it, the result. And I won't get into detail right now. It just wasn't a good start this year. It got better. It got so much better. I made a friend these last few months of March, I'd say, to now. I've been hanging out with him a lot, and it's brightened up my day. It's really cool. Just having people that you can relate to, and he's one of them. And it's also interesting because where I am right now with like the finance and then social life and that weird tip the balance of the scales kind of thing. You know, I always feel like I'm putting on a front or a mask in order to make it seem like everything's okay when like I only have $15 to my name. But um, it's nice that I don't have to hide that from him or them, because it's not just him, it's also another friend as well, Lynn Paul, Steven. I'm talking directly to you guys. Shout out you guys. Yeah, I do consider them blessings. Um, and these last few months have just been the best experiences. Just the best, you know, going into the city and having these moments where I'm at a karaoke spot at like 1 in the morning, or you know, meeting new people just in general, and allowing myself to meet new people and not be weird about it, not feel like I'm in a mental constraint that makes me more insecure than I already am. It feels nice. It's freeing. It's liberating. I don't have to put up a front with these guys. I feel myself. And that's the greatest feeling I've had this year, just to be myself. That is probably the foundation of what's to come. Me embracing who I am and, you know, not feeling ashamed of my past and everything that's led up to this point, essentially. Um, I hope August I actually get this job, or whatever job is in store. I hope I start working consistently and I take this really seriously. And you know what? I'm not going to say I hope. I need to speak in the sense of this is going to happen. I need to just work my ass off. Seriously. I want an apartment. I want my first apartment soon. Um, I want to be able to go on Friday nights with friends and not have to worry about like, oh shit, can I even afford this tab? Like that's where I'm at. That's where I am right now, and it's unfortunate because at my grown ass age, I should not have to deal with that, or I should have set up everything necessary to be able to just be comfortable. Not saying I'm disappointed that it's taken this long for me to get here, but it's more so comparison because I see peers, and not necessarily like friends, but just peers my age who don't have that issue. You know, they'll just pull out the card. Oh yeah, no problem. I don't know their story. I know mine. That's about it. You know, that's also another thing that's helped. You know, in these experiences where I feel like I'm comparing myself to these people, I have to tell myself I only know my story. It's nice that I have people a part of this story that want to contribute to that and want to see better and see more. Because honestly, it really makes me want to do more. You know, when you have outside things happening and you're going outside and you're doing all these things and you're keeping yourself busy, being in the house for like one day, a few days out the week, it doesn't hurt. It's a very peaceful thing. That's where I am right now. I don't know how long this video is. I could probably chop it down to like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It probably wasn't even that long, but this is Sincere, signing out. Thank you for listening. Peace.